All right, my watch says it is that time. We will go ahead and get started. Welcome to Op Nordic Thunder 0825. So with the capture of Evenes, we now have a new base of operations more north than Bodø that is going to allow a pretty rapid move into NLF territory over the next few operations. Beyond that, we maintain that line of control from the Norwegian coastline to the Russian border. Moving on to the tactical sit rep, we have started to offload pretty significant equipment, troops, and supplies at Evenes. The LHA is continuing those logistics operations and is currently docked near Evenes. We do have a Arleigh class destroyer in the bay providing temporary air defense coverage until land-based systems can be brought in. NLF forces are known to only have one remaining EWR site in theater, and once that is destroyed, they will have a significantly diminished air interdiction capability and will likely deploy assets very defensively versus offensively in future operations. We did gain actionable intelligence on the first significant NLF HVTs. They will be meeting inside of Kiruna, and a Tier 1 team consisting of a SEAL Team 6 direct action team is conducting a capture-kill operation on this meeting, consisting of the NLF Ground Forces Commander and the NLF Logistics Coordinator. There is pretty significant civilians in that area, so we are going to have to utilize precision strikes to mitigate the risk of civilian casualties. We also gained actionable intelligence that the NLF is preparing to evacuate heavy equipment from Andøya, and will be receiving direct support from the Russians, being logistics support there. We will be conducting a search and destroy operation to prevent their escape from the area. However, extreme caution must be used to not damage Russian assets that are operating in and near the port, or risk attacks from the Russians and escalating hostilities with those forces. Finally, until that EWR is destroyed, the NLF are likely to employ air assets, notably to defend that final EWR site, as well as the HVTs near Kiruna. We do have those intel packets that were released. Nothing else has really changed in terms of the intel analysis. Additional taskings remain the same. Just make sure you guys are monitoring for text messages that may pop up during the operation. That's all I got. Dustin.
All right, fellas. So for tonight, we got Ronin taking part of that Kiruna action. We're the direct action team, SEAL Team 6 being inserted and trying to grab those HVTs. So they'll be providing basically close air support for anything near that objective. Objective 51, Felix, is the group that's going to be going after that EWR that's out by Enontekiö airfield. So that's the last remaining one. As they get in there, just watch your guys' asses. That way you guys can get in there and get out and live to tell the tale. Objective 80, that's going to be up north at Andøya. Tiger is going to be up there. We're going to basically be stopping any of the NLF forces from escaping Andøya and offloading, or basically getting onto Russian support forces to get them out and reposition them elsewhere in the theater. Finally, we got the 154th Night. They are going to be providing CAP services tonight. I believe I seen a north group and an east group. So we'll let night leadership sort that out in their team briefing. Getting into weather tonight, weather's decently favorable. Winds are at 0603 knots, 10 miles of visibility with a scattered cloud layer at about 18,000 and few at 36,000. Temperatures 9, dew points 5, and altimeters 3021, and there will be some pockets of rain, so watch out for that visibility. Local start time is 0200. For nets, we got Crossroads as usual. The Andøya strike, Tiger will be using Warlord, and the Kiruna strike will be using Ronin. Felix, if you want to just use your own intra for your little flight out there to the EWR, and then pop on to if we have Hitman tonight, we'll go there. If not, meet up on Darkstar. So Bullseye was relocated before it was over Kiruna. Those that are flying over Kiruna, if you get any Bulls calls of about 247 at 77, they're going to be close to your area. For Tiger, anything operating at 291 at 170 will be encroaching on the Andøya airspace. So I just wanted to call that out before we get airborne tonight. Hitman will be on 250, Wizard on 268. They're going to be roughly the carrier to Bodø. And Darkstar would be running a Bodø to Jokkmokk on 260. The only tanker we have up tonight is Shell 1 to support the CAP assets. It's going to be tracking between Evenes and Bodø. For ground forces, we got that SEAL Team 6 that's going to be going to Objective 1. Same ROE as before. There was a request for cluster munitions, and it was granted, provided that it remains outside of city limits. So for Bodø launch and recovery, scatter broken at 18 to 200 with some light rain. Be using runway 7 in and out of Bodø, ILS 110.3 with a 084 final heading. The other new one for tonight is Evenes is open for business. So deployed a portable TACAN 97 X-ray and utilizing runway 35 in and out of there for rearm refuel and all that good sort. For the carrier, case 2 tonight. So you know your frequency 72 X-ray, the BRC will be 231 with a final bearing of 221. CATS 1, 2, and 4 in operation. And then feel free to divert to Bodø or Evenes at any point. Left side will be respective to Bodø, right side respective to Evenes if you need in or out of there. Getting into the theater, Kiruna Objective 1, this is where where Ronan is going to be supporting SEAL Team 6. Objective 51 is going to be where Felix is going after that EWR. That's why I said caution getting in and out of there. You got a field close by that put out one of our Tigers a couple weeks ago. So just be noted. Well, just note that so that way you can get in there, do your business, and get out. And then finally, we do have the fun stuff up at Andøya of stopping the NLF from escaping and fleeing to Russian support. Objective 90 is cleaning up any kind of remaining assets that the NLF have on the airfield if there is time permitting, and resources as well. So breaking this down into individual taskings. Objective 1, when you're looking at above, you got this apartment complex magnified in. This is where the meeting with the 2 HVTs, and this is where the SEAL team is going to be doing their business. Just with the intel pics, we could see that there's checkpoints pretty much at the 4 corners of surrounding that apartment complex. There is an SA-11 operating near the airfield. I believe Ronan is going to deal with that as the mission unfolds. So be mindful when you're ingressing into that area and performing your op tonight. The EWR out at 51 from the threshold of the northeast end of that runway. It's a 034 magnetic 5.3 miles out, but you're looking for that tall radar structure that's over there, and then boogie the hell out of there. Finally, looking up at Andøya, basically got the airfield. Everything is going to be flowing. Anybody that's trying to escape is going to be flowing up north to get up into this little port harbor area. magnified in. You notice this line here. This line indicates that we have Russian forces operating to the northeast of that. So no ordnance releases authorized there. Matter of fact, Tiger, we'll talk about it more. I have indicated that this little park right over here is what we're going to call goalpost. If anything gets to goalpost, it's clear to get in there. I don't want to risk any Russian involvement, so let's do our due diligence tonight. That's all I've got. Any questions?
No questions, just a comment. If we are, I think we're looking at 3 nights at this point. We're going to be heavily focused on the Kiruna area with Ronan and Felix operating in that area and the primary threat access coming from that direction. So with that being said, Tiger, if anything is coming your way, we will give you a heads up, but you may have to perform some self-defense, or you could flow towards Evenes and let the destroyer get them out of there.
Copy.
We'll try to make it that way, but if we are pushed for time, we'll give you a heads up.
Yep.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Here at Objective 1, as far as SEAL Team 6 goes, I remember from the original leadership brief, there's a 20-minute window. Could you cover the timing of that again?
Yeah, so essentially what will happen is once the QRF starts rolling, you have about 20 minutes from that point.
Gotcha.
And QRF,
I'm sure we'll
expect to start rolling once ordnance starts hitting.
Okay. Roger that.
Anything else?
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Taxiing elevator 2, Cat 2.
And case 2 departure, so 500 feet, 300 knots to 10 miles, and then afterwards we'll head direct to waypoint 1 and get some gas.
Sounds good.
102 elevator 4 taxing to 6-pack.
200 attention, Cat 1 switching.
Forgot the chocks there for a second. Alright, rolling now.
Been there, done that. Oh, this is definitely our shot to get on the leaderboard tonight. Alright, 15 second spacing.
Hey, nights, you guys expecting one more?
Launching. That is a... Alright, one's launching.
2.
204's intention. Switching.
Now I'm launching. That was weird. Switching to our start. And let's start a 5-degree climb at 300 knots to 250, which will be carry airspace. Direct steer point 1.
2's join up with you.
Clear rejoin, right loose.
2. Two to lee, it looks like our 3 now just showed up in Discord, so I guess he'll just come late.
Yeah, Abram. Seeing the sporadic rain is pretty cool.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool. Two saddled, loose right.
Visual. Hey, just a heads up, looks like Shell is not airborne. I might have biffed something and not turned them off late activation. If that's the case, we'll have to rearm refuel at either Bodø or Evenez if we get low. Set bingo 4000, that should be plenty to get to either airfield from wherever we're at.
Two. Bingo set 4000.
Wizard 111. Request picture. Wizard 111. Request picture.
With that being said, we're going to continue our climb up to flight level 300.
119, Yams is up. Sorry, I'm a little late joining.
Copy that. Are you in a night 1 or night 2 spot?
I'm in a, I spawned as night 2 too, but I don't think anybody from night 2 is here.
Hey, Firm, are you already off the deck or are you still on the deck?
I'm still on the deck right now, starting up.
Grab a, just so you have the same waypoints as us, grab a night 1 spot real quick and just meet us up in the air. We're currently heading direct to steer point 3. And 2, we're going to go direct steer point 3 now.
Roger, Wilco.
2.
to Lima Charlie and strike 1.
Night 1 has your same. Night 1's currently flowing out to the area at this time.
Run 1 copies.
Dark Star 111. Request picture.
Is going to switch over to Wizard behind. But I'll be back on 11. Let me make sure I'm getting a picture from I did from Dark Star.
2.
Wizard 111. Request picture.
Go ahead and
Hornet 2 checking in 270.
And I'm also monitoring strike 1 on 7 to talk to me.
Run 1's got you to Lima Charlie 270.
Did you guys rock MVGs or J hammocks?
You're definitely going to want hammocks. It's pretty light up here.
2's radio set.
And just a heads up, Yams, we ditched the harms. We took an extra set of 120s and a additional fuel tank.
Do you want me to do the same, or do you want me to just have the harms just in case?
I would take the additional fuel. Doesn't look like our tanker's up, so we'll probably want it to stay in the fight before having to go back to airbase. And with only 3 of us, we'll probably need the 120s.
Sounds good. What station is your second fuel tank on?
I have it on my left side, Anner. I'm at 2, I went through 30, descending down a little bit. Are you showing best Mach as 0.79er or about 300 bucks?
Two's got optimum range Mach as 0.82.
Alright, let's go ahead and hold 300 the box. That for me is showing Mach 7. Or 0.70.
Two. 2.
Alright, 1, this is 3. I am airborne en route to waypoint 3. I'm climbing up to probably 30,000 to get distance.
Yeah, copy that. We're up at 30 as well. Game plan will be, let's try to keep 2 of us on station at all times. If anybody's looking low on fuel, we'll try to get them back to Evenez is probably going to be the closest, but either Evenez or Bodø to refuel, and then get back in the fight, and we can just run a circuit as needed.
Roger that. I'll let you know when I'm close. What TAC-in are you up right now?
9-3 Yankee. 9-3 Yankee. You got that pop up?
Two.
Let's route towards that. Rona 9-1.
Over Rona 1.
Rona, Knight's setting up for an intercept on that bandit climbing out of Kiruna.
Rona copies, we're gonna spin in where we're at. How far from that contact are you?
75 miles, 75.
Rona 1 copies, we'll 180, start flowing back to the west.
Two fence in air-to-air leads fenced in 10.8.
Two fence, 10.8.
I'm sorted on a 2-ship climbing through 7,000.
Rona 2, this is Rona 1. Actually, let's flow to the north, kind of stay on the other side of our waypoint line. 2 copies, we're in the turn to the north. Disregard my last, towards the southeast. We're currently flowing 140. Copy, we'll turn 140.
2, let's set up a grinder on this. Going to trail 1 mile. Do you want to be shooter or defense?
You take shooter, I'll take defense.
1. 5 miles and closing. Rona 9-1's committed.
She's dropping a 1 mile trail.
Rona 1's turning back in to engage at SA-11 at the airfield.
Rona
Choose tally
9-1,
second group.
second bandit.
Rona 1 copies, second bandit.
Shot on the second bandit. I lost track on the pair. It looks like it might only be a singleton at this time that I'm on.
Hey, firm, looks like your guy is a single ship.
Night 1-1 Fox 3. 1, skating right.
We're still heading 140 away from the target. Let a night deal with those bandits.
Night 1-1, Fox 3.
My guy is not making this easy. He's sitting at Angels too.
Mine's at 15, I don't think he sees me. One bonsai.
Bodø 1's Magnum ×4, Snowdrift and SA-11 launchers.
Splash 1. I'm circling back defensive with you 2. Night 1-1, down, 1 bandit.
Running 1 is 2, be advised you have another bandit coming out of Kiruna.
My guy's slow, probably a helicopter.
I got eyes for just
Run
a
one
second
copy,
and it
we're
looked
flowing
like a SU-24. One's turning back hot.
Fox 3, my bandit off left. Two's not able to confirm kill.
I lost him on SA, he might be down. Road at night believes we've splashed 2 live bandits.
Ronan 1 copies. I think Ronan 2 called out at 3rd. Just be on guard.
Night 1. Did you copy that?
Yeah, currently showing another bandit pop-up contact about 120 miles away out to the northeast.
Tally, I'm on the SA page. I'm spiked by the SA-11. I'm gonna go off to the right.
Night 1 tallies, we're moving to engage, but currently spiked by SA-11.
If we do like a 270 here, we can just turn around and get him.
Concur.
Bandit just showed up on the SA page right next to us.
Yeah, concur. For you to come on radar.
I'm back onto him, so he's yours.
911 Fox 3.
I've got eyes on another bandit climbing out. I'm gonna type my turn and kill him.
Wizard, Felix 1 fight on the Ingress, starting our run.
Felix, be advised, you got multiple bandits in the area. Night one's current.
Run 1's got 4 bandits. Felix 1 copies, monitoring on the south side of the airfield. We're turning back to the south.
Ronan, be advised, I got 912 on that. Bandit up, highs down.
Ronan copies.
2 defending SA-11.
2, this is 1 turning in on your target as well. Fox 3 and defending.
Two's missile fade, turn right back in.
Run 1-1's Fox 3, 10 miles.
Ronan, how are you guys doing? I'm taking out this SA-11. It's targeting night.
Got some smoke stacks over there. I need to confirm visually, but looks like a Hornet. Just splash 1 bandit. Everyone's gonna take an eye, or take a look at the SA-11 side now.
Finally defeated.
Okay, firm, and I'm gonna start climbing up, trying to get that other bandit group that's coming in.
1 concur, do the same. If you sort on the one to the west, I'll sort on the one to the east.
Two.
One has bandit, raw 6-1 for 59 at 27,000.
2 concurs, looks like he's jamming.
268.
2's 9-0.
Distance to area.
Everyone's got eyes on the SA-11 side. Looks like 1 by launcher is left, running in for a cluster drop.
I am 100 miles away from the waypoint 3. I'm 70 miles behind you, 1.
Alright, copy that. What's your state 3?
Fuel state 11.4.
Beautiful. 2 stay distance from this target. 1 is 42 miles.
2 is 4 miles.
2, sort on the second bandit that's slightly behind him and to the right.
2 sorted.
Ronan 1-1, 2 buy clusters away on that SA-11.
Looking at SA, it looks like we have another 2 ship coming in behind this group. 3, that's all yours if you can get into the area.
Roger. I am not trying to rush it, but I'm trying to go as fast as I can.
Hey, not a problem at all. Are you seeing anything out to the north, 3?
Say again?
Do you have anything out to the north?
I'm only seeing what you guys are currently engaging.
Looks like SA-11 site is down. I'm not getting spiked anymore. If you guys want to start proceeding for your racetrack.
SA-11 is down.
If you do get
And
spiked, you turn
I
back
got,
to
looks like 4 additional targets
pushing in to
behind
those
the
checkpoints
one that
now.
you are engaging right now.
Occur. 911, Fox 3, Bra 66 for 26 at 27,000.
Also, Ronan 2, confirm you guys will stay above 22. Ronan 1 will stay below.
Skating right.
Say again for 2. Ronan 1 will stay below 22. You guys can block 22 and however high you want to go. 2 copies.
One's down to 3 120s. Still got my heaters.
2 still got 7.
1, this is 2. Do you want us to turn into these
Do you
bandits?
see that pop up off to our left?
Negative. Looks like Knight's got it.
3 copies.
If they do get
Hey,
too
there
close,
he is. I'll
we can
move the
assist.
5th with you once I get this one.
Ronan 1 specifically will assist.
Oh, you want me to go for it, you said?
Hey, firm.
Knight, Felix, can you give us a pulse call of that 23?
Felix, wait, 1 over, currently engaged.
25 miles. Fox 3.
This one coming.
Spike, MiG-21 on my nose. Looks like you didn't get your guy lead.
Yeah, I just fired off another one on him, 7 miles.
Good kill.
You got the second group?
I shot an AMRAAM at him. Looks like he's trying to evade it right now.
Felix pulls on the MiG-23s, 248 for 51.
Nice, Ronan 1, what's your status?
2, you got this. If so, I'm gonna move to support 3.
2.
3, heading your way. Make sure you stay out of that SA-11 threat ring.
Woke up.
1 sorted on the bandit on the right if you take the one on the left.
Ronan 1's getting spiked by a random SA-11 trying to locate
Understood.
now. Knight, Felix, pop-up bandit pulls 190, 71 miles, 36,000.
Knight tracking.
Hell of a day to be short a couple people.
Yeah, you can say that again. If we would have had Wilson and Jackson, I think we would have been totally fine. But hey, this is going to get us on the aces board for sure. I'm just glad it's mostly Cold War shit, otherwise we would be in a...
One, be advised, who's also getting spiked by an SA-19.
Yeah, jousting against MiG-21s I'm fine with. But the second I see an Su-30, I'm done.
Yeah, concur. 3 distance to intercept.
Run 1's going to attempt to
50
weasel
miles.
him located.
Copy, I'm at 53. If you skate right, you'll turn towards me, and we can try to draw him towards us. I'm down to...
Ronin 2, go ahead and do a spin. Flow back south for approximately 2 mics.
2, you got a second
Copy,
band
fall
to
back to
turn
yourself.
right after you get this one.
2 copies. Fox 3, 17 miles.
1, be
Don't be the
advised,
other guy.
pushing direct west to avoid bandits.
Ronin 9's engaging. We're engaged with 1 right now, and then my number 2 is going to take that second one. Looks like these are MiG-23s.
Splash first fist bed, going for the other one.
Night 3, Fox 3.
One Fox 3, Bra 34922 at 26. One Spike, MiG-23.
Splash, 1 bandit.
Hey, is there a trailing on this guy?
I can go for the trail guy to your right.
Yeah, go for the trail. One Fox 2.
Two splash the other MiG.
One's merged, MiG-23.
Roger, if I can get this guy out, I'm coming to assist.
Flight control.
Night 1 2 to Ronin. Looks like you guys are clear MiGs.
I think I got him. But I lost him in the clouds. Confirmed, MiG-23 down. Moving to assist 3. Advise this is my last 120 that I got a RTB for rail refuel 2 state.
274.
Night 3, Fox 3. Defending towards you. Alright, Night 3. Nails, Nick 23. Pitbull. He went cold, going hot.
Hit him again if you can, I'm down to guns.
Roger.
I'm flowing in on his 6 though, if you can't get him.
I should be able to get him just fine. Night 3, Fox 3. Missile in the air.
I think you got him.
Roger, I can't confirm. I went defensive. I heard a missile audio tone.
I lost track on him. I'm pretty sure he's down looking for a crash site. Three, you have lead. One's flowing back to Venice for rail refuel.
Roger, 1 is going back to refuel. 2, are you heading back as well?
Negative. I'm good on gas. I'm just going to sit in a racetrack of Kiruna.
Roger, go ahead, 1.
One's fenced out. Air to air, state 6.3. Sorry about that.
Too easy. Alright, 3's making his way back to waypoint 3, gaining altitude back to 30,000 or racetrack. To adjust speed to max endurance at your current altitude, if you haven't already.
Hey, good work tonight thus far, boys. We've splashed quite a few bandits.
I'm just glad I didn't miss out.
And then just putting it out there for future sorties. As of now, I'm getting spiked by a SA-5. So let's try not to move too far east of that kind of line north to south from waypoint 3. I went a little too far.
Hey, do you know his distance? Because we can probably triangulate where it's at.
I'm also currently getting nails by an SA-5 at a 120 heading, 1110 heading.
Felix, Night 1, believe all bandits up in the air at this time have been down. Night 1-1 is off station for rear refuel. Night 1-2 and 1-3 are airborne patrolling.
Phoenix 1 copies all, thank you, and our current position is Pulse 1905 for 36 and 5000, correction, 1500.
One off comms, 5 mics.
3. 2, sorry brother, it got pretty hectic. What's your fuel state?
2 state 6.8, and I've got the SA-5 site 092. Looks like he's pretty close.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Looks like it's just to the south of our bullseye.
2 concurs. Defending SA-5.
One on comms.
Roger 1, 2 is currently being engaged by an SA-5, he's gone defensive.
Rona 9-1.
SA-5 defeated.
Roger.
9-1 to Ronan 3, send traffic.
Ronan, do you guys need additional HARP support? Night 1-1's moving to rearm refuel and can come back with ordnance as needed.
A-firm at this point, I believe we had tentatively 2 by go down. Currently in the process of defending against 11 and a 5, it looks like as well.
Copy that. Night 1-1's gonna come back out with some CD'd.
Night flight, this is Ronan 2-2, be advised. Currently painted by SA-11 ×3 break. I believe to be SA-5 ×2 break. SA-19 possible, still in the AO. Over.
3's going defensive, engaged by SA-5.
Yeah, I was just about to call out over the Ronin net. Yeah, that SA-5 is active.
If we can, let's try to drain them as best we can.
A-firm, I'll maintain rail on the edge of his was.
Alright, flight, let's stay west of waypoint 3 to avoid the SA-5.
Night 1-1 off net, switching to Venice Tower.
2.
And 2, my kind of plan right now that I'm thinking of is that as soon as Night 1's wheels up, you'll go ahead RTB for refuel and rearm.
2 concurs.
Unless you have a better idea.
I should have enough gas, I should be fine. I just sit until he comes back.
2-3 had to dump payload to evade SAM threats, and currently RTB at this point due to bingo status.
Flag got a pop up north of 1-1.
Yeah, I see it.
3's on the move.
2's maintaining position.
Two, I got a pop up behind me to the northeast.
Turn in for those guys.
Night, Ronin 2.
One's 16 out from Evenes. Go for night.
Night, are you air-to-air capable?
Yeah, affirm. Night's going after both groups of bandits.
Copy, I was just going to put up on your radar that we got 2 that popped up.
Alright, night 3 is Nails SA-15.
Altitude.
1-1. I don't know
Altitude.
who's populating on my SA page as unknown. They're to your north. Just could you advise them about a pop up to their southeast?
Watch the eastern guy.
One is wheels down in Evenes.
Splash eastern guy. Just heard someone call out buddy spike.
Alright, my target disappeared. I'm gonna return back to the waypoint. Reporting good transponder.
Just be advised, we do know that the NLF have F-18s, so if you're seeing F-18s coming from NLF territory, they're definitely hostile.
Hey, firm, let me talk to Felix.
One's about to get airborne again.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete.
T, you probably heard on gas, aren't you?
Hey, firm, I'm right on my bingo. I'm gonna start to RTB.
Roger that.
How close are those F-18s?
I'd say maybe 30 miles from 3? Maybe.
If they're 30 miles, you should be good to get back to Evenez with 2,000, no problem.
Rearming complete.
Hey, firm, I'll stay up then, and at least watch Felix pass under me, and then probably follow him home.
I'm not seeing anything.
Visual on one of the Felixes. They said they were Angels 3.
Night 1-1, taxiing on a 3-5 for departure.
Yeah, and then they've got 2 F-18s following them. I don't think that's any of us.
It's definitely not us. Night 1-1 departing 3-5.
Yeah, I've got them 26 miles. 3, do you want to shoot at these guys?
Yeah, I can handle it.
Okay, you take the front guy, I'll take the back.
One's also en route to assist, but I will ease out.
Yep, they're flashing hostile.
Is Felix aware they're being pursued by F-18s?
No, we'll just tell him afterward.
Three defending 18s.
Fox 3 on one of them. Did you fire on either of the F-18s?
I did not. I took fire from them, so I went defensive.
Okay. I launched on one of them, and I'm looking behind me and I don't see him. So maybe one down.
I'm scanning for him, I'm not seeing anything.
They probably bugged off since they can't really catch Felix at this point.
They might have hit their bingo. One's airborne and heading towards Kiruna.
2's RTB of us.
Ronan 911.
Go for Ronan.
Ronan 911's coming back into the area with 4 by JDAMs and 1 by harm. What's my targeting priorities?
2 copies all. Right now cleaning up the checkpoints. Currently I do not have eyes on the QRF. I have Ronan 1-2 pushing out to deal with SAM sites and look for the QRF.
Felix, Knife 1-2, interrogative. Felix, Knife 1-2, interrogative.
Go for Flix 1.
What's your guys' group count returning?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Can you say it more basic?
How many of you guys are RTB right now?
3 planes.
Okay, and is that one group of what looks like 1 up high and then 2 low?
Affirm.
Thank you. We were about to shoot that low group. We think there's some hostile F-18s around you guys, but I think we should sweep them off.
Roger, thanks. We'll get him in line.
Okay, confirmed IFF on the low, guys. 3, 2,
1 Magnum SA-11.
How are you looking on gas?
I'm at 3.7.
3, start heading back to RTB. Your guys' choice if you want to rearm with some air to ground and come out to Kiruna. It's only about a 70-mile flight before you RTB. I'm going to hit some ground targets and then I'll be heading back to Mother.
2.
Alright, yeah, I'll go land and get some refuel. Oh, do we have a tanker?
No, I think I whiffed it when I was setting it up and didn't set it to not late activation from last week, so that's on me. Ronan 911 is coming on station, 33 miles, interrogative. Are there still any SAMs in play?
That's affirmative. Night 1-1, we are currently have 2 Magnums out on SA-11 and trying to weasel anything else out. There is an SA-5 way out to the east, but he doesn't seem to be a threat at this time.
Night 1-1. And Ronan interrogative, have you guys located that QRF, or should Night 1 prioritize looking for?
Night 1 recommend prioritizing QRF, do not have eyes on it this time.
Wilco, GMTU inactive. Night 1-1 Magnum SA-11.
Advised, taking Flak at Angels 22. Looks like there's a fire can up as well. And 911, how's the band threat looking? Phoenix 1, our flight number Phoenix come up at us yet, but I would recommend staying above Angels 20 just to be safe. Fuel situation being low. Pretty accurate flak fire of the target area.
The current position of Felix 13 is Bulls 272, 122 at 40,000. SA-11 seems to be shacked. 1-2 is RTB at this time, and 2-1 still on station.
911 overhead looking for QRF. Copy all.
to lead, switching to Venice Tower for landing.
Go for 3.
Sure you got the frequency?
Say again? I was talking to my wife.
250.8.
Oh, correct. Yeah, I'm up it.
Alright, looks like we've got some Tigers leaving.
Holy fucking flak at Kiruna.
Do you have visual on the fire can, or is it just kind of going at you?
No, I got visual on it. I got visual on them shooting at me. They're near the airfield.
Confirm, Tuesday sending for landing. Do you want to contact the Venice Tower on your own, or do you just want to say that we're holding hands?
Yeah, we'll just contact them individually. Yeah, I agree.
Alright, I'll go first. Actually, what's your state? If you're lower than me, you go.
I'm at 1.5 or 1.9, but just go ahead and shoot for it. I don't mind.
Stay firm.
Yeah, you might as well just call for us both. I'm pretty much on your ass anyways.
Abram. Yeah, you go first. You're below 2. I'll just extend out to the south, and we'll both land.
Roger that.
Hey, plan on just getting the gas you need and heading home. I don't think you'll be needed out here.
2.
This is Ronin 2, how copy?
Night 1.
Any eyes on the QRF? Can't get anything on FCR, and I don't see anything coming out of the airfield at this time.
Hey, concur, no joy on QRF at this time, and nothing on GMT.
Looks like you're going to have to do a lot of back taxiing after you land, so just tell me whenever you're off the active, and then I'll set up for my own final.
Sorry.
Very true.
Night 1-1, one away, checkpoint.
Is off station, egressing at this time. RTB at 35,000. We're showing 100 miles off Mother. Think you got Hornets for the cover. We love you.
Night 1, November Papa. We'll be heading back to Mother here shortly as well. Night 1's going to be targeting this Flak.
We're running copies all.
911 has eyes on the Flak site. Moving to engage by remaining JDAMs.
Ronan copies all. Continuing to orbit and scan for a QRF.
Ronan, at this point you might want to check the actual target compound themselves and see if they made it there.
Yeah, I have eyes on the compound. I do not see any QRF on station.
I heard three's ready to roll. I know you just parked too.
9113.
I mean, I think we're doing case 2 recovery, so it's probably best if you start heading out now.
You can hold hands with 2 aircraft in case 2s.
Up to you 3. If you really want to go home, you can go now.
You prove a point? I'm out of here.
I almost just got peppered with Flak. Shack 3 by search radars for Flak. Off station.
If I can get fucking nosewheel steering to work, god damn.
How dark is it down low? This might even be a case 1. Or can you not do case 1 with rain?
Depends on Mother's visibility. Does it look clear up to about 8-ish miles?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be, it's gonna be 10 statute miles, I think.
Alright, case 1 it is whenever you get there.
Sounds like a plan. I'm 190 out. Landing light off and your anti-skid off before you get out to Mother.
Two's taking off out of Venice, heading towards Mother.
I'm sure glad we took those extra AMRAMs.
Night 1, this is Ronin 2, how copy?
Ronin 2. Go ahead.
I agree. I got down to
Got
2.
the QRF, looks like they never stopped moving. End of the runway at Kiruna, we are rolling bombs on target now.
Night 1 copies all. Night
I'm
1
glad
near
that showed
station.
up.
Just to get a quick tally. If you guys can remember, how many kills did you guys get?
At least 4.
I had at least 2.
I count 5.
Definitely putting my aces board post to some Top Gun Maverick. Don't think, just do.
I think I may or may not have pulled off ace in a day, and I'm very happy about that.
Ronin 1-1, Tiger 4-1. Send for 2-1.
The Felix flight have been doing case 1 recovers.
Yeah, just plan on doing case 1.
To lead, visual on you, about 14 miles. I'm off your 3 o'clock. Am I going to join up?
Clear Ridgewood, right?
2.
Marking bombs 075 473. Holding hands with 204. Low state 1.2.
And evidence, Tiger 4, flight of 2 taking active 35.
Marking bombs 075 for 68, holding hands with 204, low state 41. You can go down straight to 3000. Looks like we're a little ways behind you, and we'll also go down straight to 2000. Let us know when you're commencing them.
Roger, 310 for 2000. We'll let you know when I'm commencing. I'm just kind of waiting for, I have a F-14 in front of me, waiting for him, and waiting for the boat to clear out.
Archer 105, I see it 10.
2, you need me to slow down?
Bingo. Bingo.
2's good, I've got gas to burn.
Mother has stopped the turn. VRC looks like 069er. Nice. 27 knots over the deck.
Copy.
Two, when you called saddle, we're gonna push the nose down and start our descent.
Tip. Two to three, make sure that your music is off. For some reason it's showing that you're jamming right in front of me.
Appreciate the lookout. My radar is off, and my ECM set to record. Got that extra turned off now.
commencing.
See you at 10.
Wait, Yams, you're in 204?
Oh, that's awkward.
You know, I thought I'd been 204 this entire time. Come on, low rider.
That guy stole my
Definitely
plane.
203.
I'm 203? Oh shit, that's
Yes.
news to me.
Yeah, you got moved up the roster. Anytime someone else, it's when Holmes took the CO position, you moved up a number. Two, we're gonna do rapid descent once you get caught up. You need me to slow down?
No, you're good to descend now.
We're gonna wait until we are 20 to do the descent, and then we'll roll in and do a 45-degree dive.
Two. Lead good hook.
Two, good hook. When we die, we'll go throttles idle.
Tip.
Rolling in 3, 2, 1.
Copy that. 105 Tom got ball 4.1.
Altitude.
Roger ball.
Lead, don't move. Forming up with you.
Bolter, bolter, bolter.
See you at 5.
I'm still currently in the holding pattern at 2,000 feet. Currently about to go a beam of it.
Are you gonna go into your commits?
Indeed.
Copy that. We'll hold at 2,000 visual on you 2. Check right so that we get this right.
2.
Wings level at 280.
204 commencing.
And check the left. Finish this circle and go into the commence.
2.
Copy, got ball 3.4. Roger, ball. Power. And now easy with it. Ease up the power just a little bit.
Right, descended down 800, 350.
Good job, welcome.
2.
Hornet, rain on final, visibility is obscured, FYI. All players in the pattern, remind them there's a Hawkeye right side of the landing area, be wary of it.
Checking left.
I'm at the 2. fucking bolter, essentially. That fucking groove was so fucking nasty.
Oh man, I'm a dipshit. I just said groove. Enter the initiative. We're going to overcorrect so we can end up nicely.
2.
Not the best, but it'll do.
I just want to get out of this damn cockpit.
One word.
Choosing break.
Power. Bolter.
204 bolter. I got you both this side. I'll fall in behind y'all.
One turning it. Hornet almost stage 2.2.
Aim 200.
Radical. Come left and add a little power. Power.
Green deck.
Radical. Power, don't settle. Nice, good job.
point.
I see a broken main.
Yeah, my landing gear busted too now.
Oof. There you go, keep it there, come right.
Alright, gents. Primary objective tonight was to cover the other flights that were conducting strike packages across the region. I would say we were 100% successful in that objective. And we're going to see just how many bandits we downed, but it was definitely quite a few. So, departure uneventful. Yams, good job getting in and situated pretty quick. And getting out definitely made a big difference once you got out there.
Oh, yeah.
So just a leisurely flight out there, nothing too cool. First thing we saw was what appears to be Su-24s coming out of Kiruna that were likely going towards the fleet. We directed Ronin, well, we gave them a heads up, and then Ronin from there circled. We set up a grinder on it. I was the initial shooter. Daviston was defending. So splashed him with my first 120, and then wasted another one because he was already down. From there, I circle back around and get behind Daviston. Daviston goes towards the second Su-24. Gets a 120 off, which connects. Good kill. So that's 2 down off the rip. From there, some additional aircraft take off. Looks like a MiG-23. So I turn hot on this first MiG-23 coming out, and then I believe there's a second one behind him. Get a 120 out on him. Connects. And he goes down. From there, Daviston got engaged by the SA-11 while I was shooting at the other MiG-23 that was taking off. I egress out of the area, and it looks like Ronin engaged and downed that MiG-23 while we were defending this SA-11. And where are you at? Yams, you're still coming into the area. So from here, there were some additional scrambles that came from further east. Looks like MiG-21s initially. That explains the jammer. He probably had a jammer pod. So 2 by MiG-21s got active. I was sorted on the jammer while Davison was sorted on the trail back here. Get a 120 off on the guy jamming. Missed my first shot. Davison gets his first shot off. I bonsai, go for a second, which connects. Davison, your first one hit. And a kill. Nice job. So from here, we pick up an additional group. We'll focus on Davis then. He goes after these two solo, while Yams and I go after these guys. So aim 120 out, splash him on your first shot. Nice job. Did you get this guy, or okay? I guess you didn't see Felix. So going after the second MiG, 120 out, hit and kill. Nice job.
He wanted the juicy F-18.
So from here, there is some MiG-23s as well as MiG-21s coming from up north. Good communication between myself and Yams, and we get sorted on which targets we're going after. Yams gets a 120 off on him, connects, and he's going down. Meantime, I got a 120 off on that guy and chased him down through the clouds. He was still flying, so I put a aim 9 out on him. Looks like both of those missed, but my 120 did him in. So that was a waste of my heaters.
Oh shit, I didn't realize those were wasted.
So
yeah, I got really concerned, merged MiG-23. I was like, oh, alright.
We should ease. MiG-23s can't turn for shit. Okay, so you got launched on. Nice evasion. And we down him, no problem. From here, I RTB. Did it turn at you?
Did you? Oh shit.
Okay.
That was almost end badly. Holy shit.
That did almost end badly. Or is it just losing energy?
It looked like it.
Oh, no, it tracks.
Oh,
it gets
shit.
mad.
It does a 180. Okay. That's new. I haven't seen a 120 do that.
That's pretty wild, man.
So
Holy
now
shit.
it's just Davison and Yams in the fight. There's some additional scrambles that come out of Alta up north. I think this is, assuming this is where you guys were getting spiked by that SA-5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this was the Weasel fun time.
So one of those MiG-21 starts going down towards Bardufoss. Here comes those 18s we were talking about. I think Yams, you chase this guy.
Yeah, I was on my way. Yeah, I was starting to chase him, and then I think I don't know what happened to him. He just fell off. He must have died. Yep. Yeah, he's already dead.
Tiger got him. Okay.
And then down south, I think you just missed. I killed another MiG that broke off from Felix and went towards me.
Okay, yep. So there's a 2-ship of MiGs going towards Felix. Looks like Felix gets one of them with an aim 7. Useless 54s. A nice kill, Davison. And then from here, I'm rearming. Okay, it looks like Felix got engaged by the 18s before they decide to run away.
Yeah, that was confusing. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, that's when they first started calling Buddy Spike.
Yeah, so I definitely locked up one of them. I was just trying to cycle through, and so I definitely locked up one of the Felix's aircraft, but I didn't think there were enemy F-18s. I failed to realize my RWR was telling me there's an 18 out there.
So Felix starts to run away while you guys flow this direction. I think it's right about now that you guys recognize they're out there and start talking to each other as you move to engage. So there would have been no point talking to Felix because they were already getting engaged by him, so they knew they were out there.
I get engaged here. I couldn't figure out where the hell they were. I didn't realize they're on the deck. And yeah, I get engaged here.
Easily splashed that missile. Nice job, Daviston.
Oh, he's scared off
And
the
then,
other
yeah,
end.
the other
It
guy.
looks like this other guy fucks off and goes home.
Yeah, they hit their bingo profiles. You can see just as we started getting towards them.
Oh wow, I actually killed an SA-11? Holy shit.
Or was that a fire can?
No,
No,
that
it
was an
wasn't a
SA-11. Get good, Ronan. So I come out
And
there.
we didn't lose any jets.
Nope, didn't lose any jets. Get out there, and then I'm looking for this convoy. Don't ever see it. So I go after
Getting
the...
shot at the entire time. I love
Oh,
that.
yeah, you'll see in my video. It was crazy. It started fucking exploding around me.
Oh, damn.
They didn't actually
Jeez.
get any accurate shots on me, though. They didn't damage me at all, but it was definitely scary. Ronan was all circling around super high, scared of the flak. So I see there. Okay, I guess they did hit me with at least a burst. And I shack the tin cans. Then we all go home. Yams, what happened with you on your bolters? Any idea?
I don't know what you're talking about. First up, go.
Yeah, it was a 3-wire.
No, it was a 3-wire. No, it's just it's been a hot minute, and the first couple ones I was extremely low, didn't realize it, and then it's just like the number stuff. I just have to look at the book again and see what numbers I need to be at for certain portions of the pattern, because I was clearly not officially set up. Like I was low multiple times, and then I was extremely high. I was set up right, ended high, and I tried to kill the throttle to drop back down, and it just she kind of floated a little bit, and it was just too long. It was just long enough for me to abort the approach. Same thing happened on this one. Like on my final one, it was just I was good, ended up high. I tried to cut the throttle and to descend more, and then I realized like I was even on speed. I was like, oh shit, I might have to figure this one out. That last one was probably just a fluke, but I'm glad I made it.
We all have those nights. I will definitely say overall, I think we performed very, very well as a squadron. Didn't lose any jets, downed a number of aircraft. Make sure you get those up in Ace's corner. Remember, the winner at the end of the year gets a free module on me.
Ooh.
So good stuff. Yams, you already know this what you need to work on, but I think overall we communicated very well. We worked very well together and executed effectively because of it. And with only 3 of us, I am pretty impressed with the outcome.
Yeah, I think that went pretty well.
Anything you guys think we should have done different from a execution or planning perspective?
I mean, well, I had nothing really for anything but prior. I did like our spacing when we were kind of doing the pattern work. Me and Daviston, while you were out refueling, we had a good decent distance between us, covered more area. So that was kind of unintentional, but it just worked out to be a good distance to work from each other. If we were closer to the coast, we probably would have saw more aircraft and caught some of those that ended up catching to the other squadrons. But I mean, we're dealing with 3 of us, you know, not a whole lot of aircraft to search the entire country here, so.
True. Right, I was anticipating 5, where 2 of us would have been more north and would have gotten all those guys coming from the north, and then 3 would have been out east. So I'm pretty impressed with our performance. I think only 1 got through to really get anybody outside of the guys that messed with Felix. And when looking at the Tacview, Felix looks like they circled the objective a couple times versus doing a single run-in bomb and then very quickly egress.
Yeah. Oh, no, that was cool. That was great.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. That's all I got. You guys have a good night.